There is perhaps no greater symbol of Mexican celebration than a brightly colored piñata exploding into a shower of candy. The mechanics of the tradition are universally recognized. The dizzying spin, the tight blindfold, the wildly swinging stick, and the frantic, joyful rush for treats on the ground. The practice is so deeply woven into the fabric of fiestas and holiday posadas that it feels completely and exclusively indigenous to Mexico. But that assumption is incorrect. The piñata is not originally from Mexico at all. So how exactly did a hollow, candy-filled star become the undisputed centerpiece of Latin American celebration? To find out, we have to rewind 700 years and trace a path across the globe to a completely unexpected starting point: ancient China. During the Tang and Song dynasties, agricultural communities practiced a seasonal ritual known as dachu niu, or hitting the spring ox. Artisans constructed large effigies of cattle and water buffalo out of colored paper and clay. Inside these hollow structures, they placed 5 specific types of agricultural seeds. Participants gathered around and struck the animal with colorful sticks until the shell broke and the seeds spilled onto the soil. This symbolic act was intended to awaken the earth and guarantee a bountiful spring harvest. The very first version of this global tradition was a strict act of agrarian magic rather than a celebratory party game. In the late 13th century, Venetian merchant Marco Polo witnessed this seed-spilling ritual and brought the concept back with him to Italy, to fragile pot. The custom soon migrated from Italy to Spain, where it became integrated into Catholic Lenten observances. The Spanish adopted the clay pots, calling them la olla, and started decorating the exteriors with brightly colored ribbons and tinsel. By the time European missionaries prepared to bring the custom across the Atlantic, it had fully transformed into a Catholic, clay-based tradition. In the 16th century, Spanish missionaries arrived in Mexico. They intended to use their decorated clay piñatas as an interactive tool to convert the indigenous population to Catholicism. But upon arriving, the Spanish discovered that the Aztecs were already practicing an almost identical ritual. To honor their god of war and the sun, Huitzilopochtli, Aztec priests placed a clay pot decorated with colorful feathers on a pole in the temple. A blindfolded participant would smash the vessel, dropping small treasures at the statue's feet as an offering. 2 completely disconnected civilizations, separated by an ocean, had independently invented the exact same ceremonial game. Recognizing the overlap, Spanish monks, specifically Augustinian and Franciscan friars working out of the convent in Ocalmon, strategically merged the European Lenten tradition with the Aztec ceremony to ease religious conversion. This diagram shows the piñata engineered as a moral allegory. The central pot represented hidden evil. 7 radiating spikes symbolized the deadly sins. The blindfold signified blind faith. The stick was virtue, and the falling candy was the divine reward for defeating temptation. The iconic star piñata was a meticulously engineered, highly interactive tool for religious instruction. Over time, the practice required a practical update. Swinging blindly at heavy ceramic pots frequently resulted in injuries from flying shrapnel, so artisans eventually replaced the clay with safer papier-mâché and cardboard. As the material softened, the strict Catholic messaging gradually faded. The religious symbolism fell away as the object was widely adopted into everyday life. The artifact successfully evolved from a sacred catechism tool into the secular centerpiece for birthday parties and community gatherings we recognize today. Originating in ancient Chinese farmlands, traveling merchant routes to European churches, and merging with Aztec temple offerings, the piñata survived an epic geographic relay. The everyday traditions we assume belong exclusively to a single culture are often the result of massive, ancient global collaborations. If you want to discover the hidden histories behind the things you do every day, make sure to subscribe to Roots of Routine.
Subscribe to us for more such videos.